Well, good morning, my fellow zombies. How are we doing this morning? Are we alive yet? Are we still awake, unfortunately? Yeah, I've had a little sleep myself. Excitement and dread at the same time. It's 2:46 in the morning. It is January 9th, 2023, Monday. This is the Diary of the Great Renamed John Weaver, which would be me. Let's turn this thing into another log report at this point. Okay, what's happening? Okay, we're gonna not deal with the politics of what's happening in the nation, but we're going to be saying things that's going to be happening right now. I'm still worried about my little dog. Oh, physically, she's able to get around things, but I'm worried about her emotional state. We got the Orkin guy coming over here again to do some heavy duty spraying, and they need to get access into the department. Well, since I'm not going to be here Monday, I have to rely on maintenance to get in here. And when maintenance does get in here, they're going to be noticing some things that still need to be taken care of, and I haven't just yet, but within an hour I probably will. Get rid of it and get out of here at an early time to get over to the bus, catch it to the school. I had been sleeping off and on. I haven't racked him up. I haven't racked enough sleep time yet. So my body's been going on non-stop at this point. It's been awake. I suppose around noon I'm going to be ready to crash. Hopefully by that time I should be getting over to the back home from school. Had to drop a class because the online situation that they proposed was not exactly what I had in mind and charging me more than what I expected. I thought it was just going to be the ebook, but no, they wanted me to cough up some extra dough just for the online course itself. I already got the class being paid off by the financial aid situation there, by the grants. So I've been getting through it. But I don't have the sufficient enough funds to cover for the entire month, not to mention paying for the rest of what the guy wants for the electronics, for the online presence for the math. I should have just did the in person, just another morning for that one. But it's a pain in the ass. I had to take him out, and I know I'm going to be screwing up my damn graduation, my classes left and right. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to bypass this damn shit without taking an advanced course in something that I don't even have the credits for in the first place. I mean, they took out the pre-algebra. When you go into college, you're supposed to know how to do pre-algebra. Well, what happens if you're just a layman like myself who hadn't taken pre-algebra and I actually remember how to take pre-algebra? You got these other one-credit courses that's going to take a hell of a lot longer, and I got to somehow manage those damn things so I can get up to speed. I've never been able to take pre-algebra because I couldn't stand the logic of the damn thing. The logical ways of doing the equations, and if I could get through the damn math, I would. But I was never logical enough to take care of math. I mean, basic math was one thing. Adding, subtracting, dividing, multiplications, okay, no problem. Got percentages, okay, I have to deal with that one too. Fractions, oh, okay, fine. Decimals are easy enough. Consumer math, well, that's another thing altogether. But you're dealing with algebraic expressions. You're talking about logic here that for a long while I fought against, unfortunately. 8th grade, then high school. I could have been doing a lot better, but I just couldn't grasp the concept of it. And not even in the college that they had a pre-algebra course, and I still couldn't pass the damn thing. My answers are always skewed. They weren't following the logical progression of what the formula is supposed to say. Look at the formula. I looked at the formula. I'm still trying to figure out the damn formula in the first place. Solve for x. Okay, fine. I'm trying to solve for x, and then you got y, and you got z, and then you got this, a, b, and d. And wait a second. What the fuck am I looking at here? Solve for x. Brain's supposed to be working on some kind of logic and some kind of level here that you can figure the shit out. Well, what happens if your brain is not working on mathematics here? What happens if it was on something else? I mean, yeah, you could try dealing with the physics or trying to deal with some kind of geometrics or something like that. They had math classes like that in college, but they took them out. They took them out. If I had those kind of classes, if I had gotten in those kind of classes, maybe I would have been able to just take care of it. But no, they had a college course for liberals, or liberal studies. More like philosophy classes than algebra. But it's still online courses without a lecture. And I'm supposed to take the test online. And that's how I'm supposed to get through it. I prefer dealing with a professor that I can argue with, that I can get answers from. Not just email correspondence. And the thing is, I may have to come across those kind of professors if I'm going to be going down the pathway of higher education and higher enlightenment toward the damn thing. I'm about a couple of classes away from graduating. Just 2. And there's one English class is English composition. Critical thinking in literature. No problem. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I can try thinking about it. I can tear the damn thing apart. It's metaphors. I can deal with the metaphors. But what I'm still having a problem with is numbers. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always constantly trying to balance how much I've got left in my damn checkbook of sorts, and figuring out how much per day I've got. So I do calculations on that. So I figure so much money per day I'm allowed to spend up until a certain point. And if I'm starting to spend more and more money at this point over here, then it's going to be decreasing of how much I'm going to be able to spend later on down the road in order to get supplies necessary to last so many days. Now, case an example at this point over here. I had to spend almost about, $170 on meat. Well, these days, the meat's expensive, especially when you're going to the supermarket. But going through a subscription service is even worse. But at least I'll have a little pieces of meat coming over here, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing this thing in the first place. But I need the meat. I got it coming in either today or tomorrow, and I'm hoping it's coming tomorrow. Because if it is coming tomorrow, then I can deal with it. But if it is coming today, then I can't deal with it. And if I happen to get over here, I'm just hoping to shove the shit in the refrigerator and freezer fast enough to preserve them enough. I mean, they're going to be packed in dry ice, but they can only last so much in the damn environment before something else happens. So if I can get to it fast enough and put them into the freezer, and if they're frozen enough and not thawed, then that's fine. But if they're thawed, I've got a problem. The Oregon guys, as I said before, is coming over here doing heavy-duty spraying. And the fumes in this place are going to be that much problematic. I have to keep the windows open, despite the fact that we got a rainstorm coming in. And I have to keep the air vented out, which means I'm going to have the window in my bedroom vented. I already got the living room vented one way, having the air go out. I'm trying to force the fumes to go outwards, not circulate in this place, because I'm afraid how much of it's going to be for my mother. I have to lock her up in my bedroom. I'm not doing this, but I have to do this. I'm not screwing up an entire semester because of this damn bug spray. That's what it's forcing me to do. So I'm hoping and praying that she'll be alright. I'm not looking forward to doing this damn shit. What other kind of choices do I got? Drop the class or not? And I'm not dropping the damn class, so I got to go through this damn shit. I'm just hoping and praying she'll be alright. She's last of my family. I know about the bloodline still out there. Maybe one or two of them will still try to continue to contact. I mean, I'll be getting their social media posts, but hardly ever talk to me anyway. I haven't even sent any Christmas cards in years, or even emails. But maybe if I'm lucky enough, I'll get a response out of them, even this past holiday season. So, okay, so what else is happening these days? Oh, I'm still hanging in there. I'm still hanging in there. Yesterday I had the emotional blowout. Well, that's what happens when you have things like that happening, and it drives me nuts. Especially when I get the shows that I like watching, and they tear me apart left and right. I gotta get the coffee going. It's the hardest damn thing for me to get through. First days usually give me ulcers. You never know what to expect on the first day. We got rainstorm coming in, and it's got me nervous. And I got to get myself prepared for this damn thing. And if it doesn't rain, but I know the showers are coming in, well, I may be lucky enough. But if I'm not, well, that's going to be fun, isn't it? I'm just not looking forward to doing any of this. This isn't exactly been the best thing to get through, I'll tell you that much. Said before, I got caught yesterday with the emotions again. You know, you watch shows, and it definitely opens me up a left and right. You know how I'd seen commercials left and right concerning about how people would cry in movies or cry in television shows, and guys are bringing out the tissues because they see it's all emotional. And me, most of the time, I kept watching shows, and it wasn't all that emotional. At least didn't affect me as much. But since losing family left and right, Ma and then Dave, actually D as well, knocked me for a loop. Knocked me for a loop. Now, if they call it normal, I'm going to say this isn't normal for me. Normal is usually being stoic about it, shoving the emotions aside, and just dealing with things without feeling like crazy, without almost getting on my hands and knees and praying to God just to forgive me for it. And I don't even know what the hell I'm asking for forgiveness for. I keep telling them I'm sorry. I'm not laughing about it. I am not laughing about this damn thing. This is serious enough. This whole damn day has got me worried like crazy that, I went to bed about 8 o'clock. I figured maybe I get about a few hours of sleep, maybe 3 or 4. Off and on. Neighbors going off in the mouth, going, and I can't understand what the hell they're talking about. I'm just waiting for the damn fireworks to happen. Somebody's going to be hitting someone and all hell breaks loose, or somebody's going to be stabbing someone and then all breaks loose. Or worse, somebody brings out another weapon and then really have the alarms go off. I was waiting for the rescue and sheriffs, but they never came because situations didn't get to that point yet. Thank God. So that was all right. This usually first day jitters drive me nuts. I get in there feeling like a damn fool dragging my ass in there because usually I'm waking up too damn early trying to drag my ass going. And by the time I get over there, it's one thing I'm dealing with the online situation, but I gotta walk it in person. Personalities had changed so much during the COVID situation. Not to mention dealing with the grief that I guess that I kept assuming to myself it would be a lot easier doing online stuff. And if it is online for the stuff I needed to take care of, it made me feel safe, comfortable, protected, weird as it is. Because usually I liked walking onto campus and feeling like I was home. Now I go to the campus and I don't feel like it's home anymore. That's got me concerned, and that's got me spooked. That's got me concerned about my own damn behaviors. It's like part of me has been switched and flipped around here, and I don't know who the hell I am anymore. I want to get this done. I want to get something going. Even if I just graduate with an AA, it's better to me for me nothing. It's better than nothing. Other people like to go for the BAs and the MAs and spend more money and everything else for the PhDs. Fine, be my guest. So it's just an AA degree. It's just nothing. It's like a 2.5. Well, it's been almost 10 years. How about that one? Huh? I guess they don't get it. Several years trying to chase a degree, but I spent 30 fucking years, more than that, kicking my ass because I blew it when I came out of high school. I went into college and I just messed it up. I didn't take it seriously enough. I wasn't mature enough, and I didn't have the context and perspective for it. I think I talked about this one a long time ago in different videos. And when I came out, I wasn't really ready and prepared for this. So here I am. I'm going to school. I'm going to school to see if I'm going to be able to deal with it. And until David died, I thought I was getting a handle on a thing. I think about 2 semesters. Actually, no. 4 semesters. Took a semester off because of the grieving and the bug war. Bed bugs. Securing a place to live. Go back in the spring. And end of the year when the COVID kicked in and everything else changed around here. And I did everything online for about almost 2 years. Now I'm coming back as a stranger in hell. Besides the reconstruction, it just doesn't feel like the campus anymore. Not the place I lived in. Felt comfortable in. I guess it's a different experience altogether. Maybe it's the students, maybe it's the teachers, I don't know. But my attitude in my head is not where it was a long time ago. So I'm still having an issue over that one. So now what? I'm not... Even if I happen to graduate out of there, then what do I do? I'm still disabled. I'm still mentally and physically screwed up. Unless the doctors tell me I'm physically fine and there's nothing wrong with me, except there's nothing wrong with me. Well, let's see. The feet are killing me at this point over here. The back and neck are still giving me shit at this point over here. And my mental stability is not exactly the world's greatest right now. But I'm normal, right? My feet have been aching for almost 2 years already. Haven't been able to get the weight off just yet. But that's, physically obese. What the hell? And what happens if I get tested and I am diabetic? That's another problem to deal with. Because the lovely complications dealing with that damn thing. Well, let's see. Hypertension, stroke city, heart attack. Or worse. How about the better one? Cancer. Oh, that's even better. Something else to look forward to. My family has history regarding cancer. My family also has history concerning about the other stuff I just mentioned, concerning about diabetes and blood pressure and stroking cities and heart attacks. Blood sugar going out of hell in a house. I just say something about Stroke City, right? Yeah, I did it. My mental health? Shit. Ma was getting to be slowly dementia. She was losing her mind. There have been times in the last several months of Mama's life that she couldn't recognize me. Her youngest, her baby. That could have pissed me off a hell of a lot. As I was trying to understand more and more about what the hell she was going through, I guess maybe there was a hell of a lot going on in her that made her want to shut out everything. She was losing everybody she loved. And even the two people that were still caring about her the most, they had been hurting her like crazy. By forgetting, that was an issue right there, wasn't it? That was an issue right there. She'd remember her firstborn, but not her baby. Yeah, and she was deteriorating. We didn't even see it. We didn't. Well, David was seeing it, and I probably was too damn blind to see it. Ma was dying in front of us, slowly. Every time she kept losing a family member or friend, it was just getting too hard for her to deal with. I, you know, for a long while I've been suspecting that she had died of a broken heart. She just didn't want to live. She wanted to see her family and be with her family. And if I was really going to be going off the deep end and going nuts on this one, I'd probably say, well, what about us, her family here that we should be taken care of? Somewhere there had to be the logic of saying that Dave and I would have been all right. We would have survived. And we tried. We did. Until David got Stroke City, and then Dave knew I was going to be giving up school. I'd give it up just to take care of him, and that probably pissed him off. He didn't want to be a financial burden. He didn't want to be a burden to me, probably. And he couldn't help getting the stroke, except he did things that made him had the stroke. It should have scared the hell out of me concerning about my own health and trying to take care of myself. Instead, I've gotten into the same pattern as my family had. How so? Oh yeah, eating habits are one thing, not exactly exercising very much. Two major things I'll get against you, not to mention having genetic disposition on it. So I'm screwed over on that one. My brother didn't exactly have the Cameron thing concerning about exercise. Some of the Cameron people I know are thin enough. Maybe it didn't hit them. I know it hit grandma, I know it hit mama, and it hit me concerning about obesity. So yeah, heart attack, it's not going to be fun. Stroke City, I'm not looking forward to. Cancer, it's another thing right there. Respiratory distress, oh, that's going to be fun. I'm already sleeping with a CPAP machine right now as it is. I got to get that damn thing cleaned out. You try and breathing in metals in your damn lung and let's see how the damn thing works. Piece of shit I had for a long time. I couldn't even get it replaced for anything. And in the last year or two, I started really breathing in damn shit. It was just making me cough like crazy every single day. I was afraid of vapor locking without a damn CPAP machine, so killing myself one way or killing myself another way. But now since I got a new CPAP machine, it seems to be working okay and not grinding to a halt or trying to kill me. It just guzzles a hell of a lot of water because it's equipped that way, and I have to use filtered water or find distilled water, and it's hard to find because COVID screwed us over left and right, not to mention the damn drought. So it's kind of hard to find distilled water these days. I have to use filter water now. I have to get the damn thing set up for that. First day of school and I'm already going through this kind of shit. Already got myself set up. All I need is the actuator and then I'm off to the races again. I'm worried about my dog. How she's going to get through today, and I hope she's going to be fine. I had to make arrangements with management over here and have someone check on her while I'm gone. I don't know what else to do. I mean, if they won't do it, then they won't do it. There's not much I can do right now. Not right now, anyway. Okay, I guess that's enough of the belly aching. It's about 3:11 on the clock. Good time to end this damn thing.